Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Let's Play where we are going to be playing Planet Coaster 2, but apparently I'm disconnected, so that's just very, very rude. So we can't even play franchise mode, but we weren't going to today. Today we are going to play what is essentially going to be the tutorial to get into the game, get used to the game mechanics, as it has been a little bit of time since I last played Planet Coaster in general. If you don't know what Planet Coaster is, it's kind of, I feel like it's, obvious what Planet Coaster is. But if you don't know what it is and you want to know what it is, Planet Coaster is essentially it's just essentially roller coaster tycoon, but new. That's pretty much it. So we're going to be doing, I think, more than likely, we're just going to do the entirety of the prologue. We're going to finish the prologue as best as we can, probably try and get all 8 medals. And then we're going to go to franchise mode, which we will, we'll have a look into. But for now, we're just going to go through this career mode. We'll do the prologue. Oh, there's 2 sets of career. Ooh. Do I want to do both career, or do I want to do one of them? We might just do one. We might do both. I may even do the full career. We'll see. I do tend to like the career, but I do always, like in the first one, I did quite a lot of the career before I eventually just moved to doing like my own parks. So there wasn't, as far as I remember, I could actually be wrong. I don't believe franchise mode was something they introduced until Planet Zoo, because I do remember doing franchise when I played around in Planet Zoo. But either way, as soon as I knew this was coming out, I've been waiting to play it. I did submit myself for a code from the developers themselves, but I'm a small YouTuber. You don't get many keys, and if you do get keys, greatly appreciate it. But we're not entitled. No one is entitled to keys. I want to make that very clear. Like, if the developer does see this, I don't feel like I was entitled. Do not worry. I just want to enjoy the game. So let's get into it.
Hello there. I'm glad you could make it. I'm Oswald Thompson, the CEO of Coaster Coast.
Oh, Oswald, I didn't realize we had a guest. I'm terribly sorry. It didn't come up on my schedule.
Not to worry, Eugene. This is the person I was telling you about. You're looking at the successor of Coaster Coast. Well, providing everything goes smoothly, of course. I can't just hand them the keys to the kingdom now, can I, eh?
Goodness, I do apologize. I've just checked my roster, and there you are, right between King Coaster and Queen Splash. Not quite sure how I managed to royally mess that up, but never mind. You're accounted for now.
Marvelous! Well, with that sorted, I think it's about time Eugene, our brilliant ride engineer, and I showed you the ropes. Consider this your official induction.
Right. It's a great big planet of potential parks out there, but you'll need to go through Coast to Coast introduction first. Please keep your arms and legs inside the coaster of an onboarding at all times, and strap in for some lessons in park management.
Before we get started, we have a checklist of objectives from HR that we need to go through. I know, but it's been company policy ever since one of our interns didn't know how to move around. We left them to it, only to find them in the same spot 3 days later. Oh, that won't be you though. Let's try moving the camera around the park now.
Okay, so obviously, I was gonna say something. I've completely forgotten what it is. Also, yeah, I need to change the UI back down to 80%. So when the game started, interface was at 80. I can understand why now. Yeah, 80% looks so much better on a 1080p monitor. And before anyone's asking, like, Joe, why don't you have like a 920 or like a monitor like that's 1440? And the reason is,
I've got something that I think you'll enjoy.
I'll explain in a second.
It's time to build your first ride. I'll hand you over to Eugene. He won Ride Engineer of the Year in 2016, so you're in good hands.
I took the liberty of getting a ride ready for you to build. All you need to do is find a place to put it.
Yeah, the reason I don't have a 1440 is because I just don't like 1440 resolution. So if anybody wonders why my videos will always be 1080p and never more, that's pretty much the reason why. But let's have a look at this beautiful game. It looks one thing I will always say is Planet games do well is how beautiful they look. Like, they have this goofy art style. Like, if you look at these guys, you've got these goofy mustaches, really over-the-top hairs. It is honestly a great game. Yes, I know I don't need to play that person. But there has been a lot of additions. Oh, it's like I need to sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. Bloody hell, that was a big one. There's been a lot of additions from like the first Planet Coaster to Planet Zoo to this, I believe. So, oh Jesus Christ, sorry, that sneeze absolutely burnt my nose. So a teacup. So let's place ourselves down a teacup. We're gonna place it back. I like to place rides a little bit skew-if so I can, you know. Okay.
Splendid. Our guests will need a way to access the ride, so let's add an entrance gate. And with every entrance you will need to connect a queue path to the ride entrance. Without one, guests will not be able to access the ride.
Alright, so let's do, we want, where is the, we have a, we have the ability to build, terrain style. I don't care about terrain style. I want, like, length, snap, working height. I don't think I have access to, okay, let's,
We obviously won't need queues for guests leaving the ride. Could you imagine? So you'll need to make sure you're connecting a standard park path to the exit gate.
let's try and, I'm not going to try, normally I'd build a very convoluted and long path that can, essentially, you know, make it so loads of riders can get on it, but for now, we'll just, do that. Oh yeah, we just need a normal path here. Okay, so you can't have, oh, okay, so it's only on normal places can you have, like, a, okay, that's, yeah, size 4 probably alright there.
And that's it. That's all the steps for building a ride. If you do need a handy little way to remember those steps, I used to remember it as BEEP. Building, entrance, exit, path. Oh, and don't forget to open the ride. Actually, that would make it Beep-Po, wouldn't it? Oh, doesn't have the same ring to it.
Technically a beep-toe, because you need to test your ride first. Have a look at the testing of the ride. So whenever you test a ride, you can actually get on the ride and, you know, be one of the dummies. I don't know if anybody knew that. Obviously, if you've never played any of the Planet Coaster games, you wouldn't know that. But essentially, yes, you can play the ride, it'll test the ride, because every ride obviously needs to make sure it's working and makes sense. Especially for rides that you actually build yourself. Jesus Christ, yeah, they actually need to be tested well. That is a very bad path. This is a path that I would cover in as many trees as I could find. So I don't have to see it now. I will say, my way of, like, covering up stuff is tending to use trees. And I've seen actually, I think it was Many of a True Nerd who does the same as me, as I was watching their Planet Coaster 2. But let's just quickly ignore that for now, because this is a ride I haven't seen before. This is definitely new to the Planet Coaster 2, that art style. I think this is like an Arrow Vekoma track. But either way, it looks really, really nice. If you don't know what Arrow Vekoma are, they're obviously roller coaster companies. It's a really nice inversion there. Nice in the water as well. That is beautiful. Nice little bit of a break there. Slow down the ride. Oh god, that is a fucking close call. Nice little break as well. That's really nice ride, actually. I've just never seen this type of flipping mechanic here. Like, that literally just, you know, get scared by the Medusa and then you just go down. Also, yeah, setting up stuff like this will take me hours to do. So, yeah, if we do end up getting to franchise mode, which we should, I mean, there's no reason I won't. I mean, I'm basically telling you, yeah, I'm going to be doing franchise mode. Yeah. And there we go.
It's also worth noting that our guests will have to pay for tickets to enjoy the rides in our parks. We control how much we charge, though. So let's encourage guests to ride our latest attraction by setting the ticket price to bargain for now. We can always increase the price later. As I like to say, when you achieve popularity, charge premium for prosperity. But one step at a time, eh? For now, a very well done and a shiny medal earned. That's your first ride built, and I'm sure it'll be the first of many.
There we go. We've got bronze. Let's keep going.
The addition of a new ride will have given a slight boost to our park rating.
Oh, right. Wants me to share it.
Multiple different factors contribute to this rating. So, you'll want to pay attention to the park rating overview. The better the rating, the more guests will visit.
Ah, while driving the guest count up is good, we need to make sure the guests also remain happy while they're visiting. As you can see, we've just received a report that not all of the guests are enjoying themselves. It seems some are rather thirsty. To avoid this in the future, it's handy to keep checking on the Guest Needs tab. If things start dropping too low, you should step in and solve the issue before guests decide to leave.
Let's start by quenching any thirst amongst our guests with a new drink shop.
Right, let's do that then. Sorry, facilities. So yeah, you can... There will be a bunch of other stuff you can research, but basically, yeah, I'm definitely the type of person who just uses the standard stuff just because, I'll be honest, I'm lazy. I've never been the greatest at designing stuff when it comes to game, like designing stuff, but I absolutely adore playing games like this, which is always amusing to me. Go, put you there. Let's now quickly add a path to this. So path is here. So I have heard something that, well, not heard, but I have seen that you can where is it? There is a type. So is it here? There it is. Oh, I have 1,000 guests in the park simultaneously. I'm just that good, apparently. Where the hell is the No, it doesn't seem to be doing what I want. You know what? Let's just. Yeah, I would say train style is automatic, so it, you know, if that's what it wants to be, that's what it wants to be. So, yeah, the building is actually this little square, but this little thing is built up using all of the really cool things that the game adds.
Brilliant! Now, the guests will need somewhere to relieve themselves after all that intake. Why not build a toilet nearby? We wouldn't want our guests walking around with crossed legs now, would we? That isn't good for anyone's posture.
Yes, you know what's a really great idea, game? Just right next to the place where you buy a drink. Let's you know, have a pisser. Make sure. Oh, nope, that's clipping. Put it there, and we'll move it so it's not clipping. Actually, no, that's fine. Like, there we go, perfect. Go. And then we'll add a little bit of a rod. Like, there we go.
Speaking of walking, guests will get tired pretty quickly and their energy will drop if they don't have a place to sit. We should make sure there are plenty of benches available. Think of them as Plankonian recharging stations. They're even wireless.
So what type of bench do we want? So there are a bunch of themes as well, but I think yeah, we'll just go with the standard Planet Coaster bench, and we'll put them for now just right here.
Amazing work! The guests will be a lot happier now. However, it does come at a price. More food and drink in the park also means more waste.
Exactly. So it's important we have enough bins for people to properly dispose of their waste.
Right, let's build a couple of bins then. We'll build one bin over here, build one bin over here, and we'll do we already have like some food stuff? I know this park is only a test park, but I still like to be efficient. That's definitely a staff room. We don't need yeah. That's another thing I don't believe that was in the original Planet Coaster is staff roads or staff things where you can walk. Let's put it near our nearest ride.
Fantastic! That'll keep the park looking cleaner. We shouldn't stop there, though. Let's make the park look even better by adding some scenery around the ride you built. That way, guests can enjoy the view while they queue.
Alright, place free scenery blueprints. Alright, let's build up. So what type of... Okay, so for the most part, this seems like a mythological setting. So, oh my god, the Medusa's just automatic. Okay, we're adding the Medusa. Move it so it's like right there. like them. I know the Medusa's like scaring this way, but I like it. Oh, fucking no, that's way too big. That is way too big. Way too big, Joe. Oh, these are centerpieces. That would probably, you know, be the problem. Eh, screw it. Be fine. Having done some, you know, 3D modeling back in the day, I really do like the way you add stuff to the game. That's really fucking cool. The only thing I will say is a problem with these is they do take up a lot of space. Oh my god, a bronze ball. That's right. On this goddamn
everything checked off the scenery list. Well done.
It's a goddamn bronze ball scaring the shit out of people going into teacups. That's brilliant.
The park is looking great. I can see why Oswald picked you. You're a natural. Now, if we're to keep adding more rides or facilities, they need to be connected to the power grid. Select an existing generator to view its info panel and see how much electricity it's producing.
This is something I know there was power in Planet Zoo, but there definitely wasn't power in Planet Coaster.
As you can see, the generator is powering a network that covers the area filled with rides and facilities. Let's expand that network to cover an open area of the park. To do that, place and connect the additional power facility to the grid.
Okay, so how do we do that? New power distributor. So that is in Create Custom. Power distribute. Do
Nicely done. It's all running very smoothly indeed. But to keep the generators maintained and working, you must hire mechanics. Without them, the generators will start gaining a condition penalty, which will decrease the power output. Oh, it seems we don't actually have any mechanics hired. Well, that won't do. Let's hire a few straight away. It may seem excessive, but they're essential when it comes to the maintenance of rides and facilities.
okay, so go to staff. Help if I didn't click on the boulder, right? Staff and mechanic.
Uh-oh, I must have jinxed it. We've had a ride break down. Good job we have those mechanics to go and nurse it back to health. An available mechanic will automatically be assigned to fix a broken ride. However, if one is not available, you will have to select the Call Mechanic button to reassign somebody to the job. Be careful, though, as reassigning a staff member might mean you no longer have coverage elsewhere.
Hiring staff is just the beginning, though. You also need to pay attention to staff morale. If it gets too low, staff will start to quit their jobs. Breaks are absolutely essential when it comes to keeping staff morale up. And just like guests, our staff need a place to re-energize. To make all of their tired little dreams come true, you should place a staff building. Admittedly, they're not the most glamorous of buildings. So, I'd advise you to place your staff building away from the guest areas, wherever possible. After all, we don't want to bring down that scenery rating that you worked so hard to build up.
Alright, let's have a look. So blueprints. Right there. You there?
Great! Now the park staff have somewhere to go on their breaks and enjoy some peace and quiet. We just need to ensure our inquisitive guests don't go waltzing on in there for the free coffee, claiming to be lost. The best way to avoid this is by connecting an exclusive staff-only path to the building. Guests won't dare step foot on those tiles.
We'll need to build a mechanic workshop. Here, mechanics will generate research points that are used to unlock new items for your park.
Here we go. No, 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 that's the wrong type of path. No, 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 no. Demolish that path. Right, let's try this again. Yeah, I have an idea. This is the problem. I'm trying to like build a specific game. I'm trying to like build a. I'm trying to at least try to make this look like good. Can I just make this straight? Oh no, that did no. Joe, do not do that. Always keep it on curve. Yeah, that looks so much more natural.
Let's leave the mechanic to it for now. We'll revisit this soon.
Oh, what an exquisite sight. I think I need a moment.
Oh, get some every time.
There we go. Gold. Keep going.
Ah, just in time. Our mechanic has earned enough research points to unlock something exciting. Let's take a look at the research tree and aim to unlock the coaster pack. It'll bring a tear to Eugene's eye.
Okay, mechanic is on route tag. So let's go do some research. Oh wow, this looks way better. Okay, so this is very different to the original. In the original, I honestly, well, if I remember correctly, I never knew what was coming. Whereas in this, you can look what unlocks where. I think that's a dive coaster. Or unless, or is that Euro? That's not Eurofire, I don't think. Sorry, I know I'm speaking like in tongues here, but yeah, I'm trying to. There are certain types of rides. Oh, there we go. Inverted. I love inverted rides. The inverted roller coaster was my first at Nemesis. So yeah. Got the wing coasters. That's a drop ride. I know that one. I know that's definitely Oblivion-esque. There's the proper. So you to get to Suspended Coaster 2 is where I'd want to. You'd have to get to Chapter 3. Fair enough. Oh, let's research this.
Oh my! Oswald, is that the one I was designing?
The very same, lad. I was just about to make a start on it. But I tell you what, why don't you walk our new friend through it?
It would be my pleasure. Now, this is just a little something I made earlier. First things first, you'll need to select the blueprint. Good, and place the coaster down wherever there is enough space.
Well, you brought me up here, so I'm going to assume you want me to build it up here. So let's. There's a lot of goddamn supports as well. That is way too many supports. But I know like health and safety is. Oh god, wait, no, it's. There we go. It'd be a great idea if I put the front, what they get the game considers the front. Yeah. That is not what I was trying to do, but all right.
One important note here is that unlike flat rides, coasters need to pass a safety test before they can be opened. Now's as good a time as any. Would you like a countdown? 5, 4. Oh, you just want to get on with it. Oh, okay, not a problem.
Okay, so this is got 2 cars standard, 2 cars. Okay, so you make the cars 7 long. Let's see how this goes. Let's test it.
While we wait for the test to finish, let's take the opportunity to add some scenery around the coaster.
No, I'm rolling the roller coaster. Sod off. Just realized that's directly into a loop. What the hell? Oh, I feel like you're not testing. Let me just, fine, go back to 5. There we go. Ow, into immediate. It's just a heartline roll. This is the style of track I'm used to, which is the, looks more like a B&M track with a box. This is probably my favorite part of the game, is just riding roller coasters. It's always really fun. I'd definitely go on this roller coaster in real life, without a doubt. It's a bit short, but I'd do it. It's also a flawless one as well. You want me to play some free scenery blueprints? Let's get... I always like to make sure I add, okay, need to do that, whatever. As I was trying to say, I always like to make sure I snap and make sure I build this, I do it like this. Oh, it wants me to specifically add these ones. Oh yeah, because that's not scenery, that's nature. Yeah, that's not going to fit there at all, Joe. Build that one. Let's build... Not that one either, Joe. No. What is it? Because I don't know the size of these before I click on them. So, oh, fucking no, Joe. No, no, no. Yeah, you can't... I mean, you can see this from over here.
Oh, and remember to open the ride like you did earlier on.
But the ride's called Minder. Vallis and Nidwalden. Something tells me, yeah, this is a B&M coaster because it's called. I feel like that's yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just go.
Oh, that is a beauty! Terrific work, you two. This is a coaster that truly deserves a place in the spotlight. So, how about we put together an advertisement to mark the occasion? Head to the advertising tab in the park management menu and let's show the world what the park has to offer. There aren't different audiences to cater for, however, so it's worth considering which advertisement will bring the most guests to your park.
Oh no, that's not advertising. Yes, advertising. Coaster lovers. Do that one.
While we wait for our campaign to start bringing in more guests, why don't you try out the ride camera and experience all the exhilaration the coaster will have to offer firsthand?
I want to ride this one. This one has a really good excitement rating. It's also a type of coaster, right? Like I said, obviously, I said I'm pretty sure it's an Aru Vekoma style track. It's that looks really interesting. The drop mechanic. I don't think I feel like the problem is something like this in the real world. I just don't know of it. Nothing scarier than being fucking held still on a piece of track that's moving like this. I think I'd rather go to drop coaster before this in real life. Honestly, just oh yeah, I know we've already ridden this, but I'm riding it again. I don't care. It's beautiful. That is a very fun ride, to be fair.
How was that? Enough for the time being? Thank you again for all your hard work. Coaster Coast is going to be in the best of hands, I can tell.
Oswald, you're not...
I'm not going anywhere just yet, Eugene. Don't panic. We're just getting started, dipping our toes in the... Actually, hold that thought. I've got just the job lined up for you. I'll send you the details. See you soon.
And like that, we got platinum. Let's continue on, and by continue, I mean let's go back to the main menu, because we are done with this scenario. So, with that done, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ending this part here, and then we will be moving on to the next set of the prologue in the swimmer things in the next part. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please do follow me on YouTube. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a share. Voice support, guys. Stay safe. Have a great day. Join the channel memberships if you're interested. I'll see you in the next one. See you guys then.